Hello everyone, I'm Marina and it's Sakramel School. Nail sculpting with dual forms has advanced greatly. There are many dual form types that can help the techs to do an extension on various nail types easily. Recently, I have ordered a new type of dual forms from AliExpress, and not even one, not three, but 4 types. In this video, I will show you how to sculpt a modern almond shape with a laid-out French. It will be my first time trying out these forms, so I'm excited too. Let's get into it. Let's check the nails condition. They are very thin and overfiled. There are red areas on them, so we will need to prep the nail plate well. First, I push the cuticle with an orange stick to open up its pocket. I always start with the sinus zone. I polish the surface with a 180 grit file to lift up the nail scales. I shape the free edge into an oval. There is no need to remove it completely, since in this technology it will be helpful, because we will need to smooth out the gel from the inside. Make sure not to leave any glossy areas, since they may cause liftings. In this case, using a buffer won't lift up the nail scales enough. Bonding will be worse. Don't use the files that are harder than 180 grit, since they will thin down the nail plate even more. I remove the pterygium and polish the side sinuses. I use a red diamond flame drill bit, 0.23 in diameter. I process the left sides in the forward position. Switch the rotation direction and process the right sides in the reverse position. I also polish the lateral folds. I prefer to cut the cuticle at this stage and not to keep it for later. My model's cuticle is pretty wide, so I have decided to do a combined manicure. I cut it off in a single piece, so that there are no hangnails. I degrease the nail plate, prepping it for the coating. First, I apply an acid-free primer. Just a small amount, since otherwise it may cause liftings. As for a base coat, I will use this gel polish one. I apply a thin layer. Make sure to test it first, to check if it's used the material you will use, since it often happens that the gel peels off and the base coat doesn't, which means that they don't go together. Here are the dual forms I've got from AliExpress. These ones are wide. For example, we can use this form for the widest nails, even toenails, though we don't extend them too often due to the coating thickness, but we can use it to build up a missing corner. Next are such ballerina forms. We can shape almonds with them too. These ones are also ballerina forms, but we can only form the free edge with them and build up the cuticle zone with gel. And these ones are arched modern almond-shaped, and we can use them to build up the entire architecture. I'm so excited to try out this very dual form type. since I love a modern almond shape. Now we need to fit the forms. Once we apply it, there is a gap between the nail and the form. That's correct. There will be the material in this area. And if the form gets fully pressed to the nail plate, then get a bigger one. Another important point is that since we will work in 2 steps, curing the material in between and adding some more, we will better use a wider form here. Since if we get the form of the nail size, there is a chance that it will jump, leaving gaps on the sides. I can see that this form fits both index and ring nails, and it jumps on the pinky nail. It doesn't fit fully, so I grab another one. We may not trim them in the cuticle zone, since there will be a gap. Now I need to mark the new nail bed. To make sure that it's the same on 6 nails, index, middle, and ring ones. It should be a bit shorter on the pinky, since it is narrower, and it should be longer on the thumb. It will be easier to work this way. The nail bed should be narrowed, as well as the shape. I will lay it out with this light pink, fine-grained aquagel. I get all the materials I need. I will use this special aligning liquid and a Kolinsky brush for acrylic nail sculpting. I squeeze out a small drop into the form, and using an orange stick, I push it forward, forming the nail bed. We need to form an even borderline here, touching it up with the brush. We'd better spend more time on this stage and spread it nicely, since our future smile line will depend on it. I send it to cure for 15 seconds and take it out. I lay out the nail beds on all the forms, so I don't sculpt one nail from start to finish first. I go step by step. It's so weird that at this stage we don't work with the client. Nothing is going on their nails, so I guess we should entertain them for now. Turn on the TV or an audiobook, since while we are working, they're chilling out. By the way, you can write a special client's card with all the form sizes that fit in their case. And you can do all these stencils in advance, so that all is left to do is to press them onto the nails. After curing the nail beds, we need to paint the borders with this dark green color to make the smile line more defined. Curing the lamp for a few seconds. And do the same on the rest of the forms. Next, we will use not aquagel as you could think, but gel, since I want to do a crystal stained glass tip. And I can get this effect with the gel only, since no matter how clear or fine-grained your aquagel is, it won't look that clear. And I want a crystal tip. I covered it up with a thin layer, so as not to ruin the design while filing. We will need some stained glass gel polishes. the ones that are colorful yet translucent, like stained glass. I fill in the dual form with these colors, mixing them with a thin brush. There is no need to be too precise here, since it won't be that noticeable. Make sure not to lay out too much gel polish, since otherwise the nails will get too flexible. So lay it out in a medium layer. To create the aquarium effect, I will use some liquid glitter and Yuki flakes. I put them into the form. Cure them in between for not more than 10 seconds. And cover them up with stained glass gel polishes. This way the glitter will be placed higher than the stained glass layer, and we will see it clearer. We can also add some glitter inside this layer. It all depends on how you and your client see the design. Cure in a lamp and repeat this step on the rest of the nails. I decided to fill in this tip with purple and blue right away, and only then add glitter. I press it well, and some particles get inside the layer, and we get such an aquarium effect. Done with the design. Now we need to cover it up from the inside with this clear gel. Apply a sculpting layer. The free edge part should be around 1 mm thick, 0.7 mm, and the nails should be thicker, closer to the smile line. We can't leave just the gel polish layer, since the nails will be too thin then. Our underlays are finished. Now it's time to work on our client. We degrease the nail plate first. Actually, we can apply the base coat at this stage, since sometimes some hairs and dust may get stuck to the base coat. If you feel that the form jumps a bit, we can drill it out. Here. Now squeeze out a small aquagel drop and spread it. We will need such a portable UV lamp. I turn it on, set up the form on the nail, squeezing out all the excess, and spreading it near the cuticle. That's why we don't set up the forms close to the cuticle, to make sure that the nails don't get upgrowing. This way we can spread the material well here. I ask my model to cover up the nail with the lamp, so as not to move the dual form. Cure for 10 seconds. Turn the nail over, smooth it out from the inside, and send it to cure for 20 seconds. I get it out, and using such nippers with smooth inner parts, I press the form. And we can see that there are air pockets between the nail and the form. I remove the form, and I think that it already looks gorgeous. Now I do the same on the rest of the nails. So this technique is quick, And all is left to do is to file the nails later. Make sure to hold the form in the cuticle zone while removing it, in order not to tear off all the material. I degrease. The tacky layer is in the cuticle zone and under the nail plate. The surface is not tacky under the dual form. I do all the dirty work with an e-file, using a green carbide drill bit. I remove the layering from the dual form, touch up the free edge and the side walls. We do all the filing at this stage. And if we compare it to sculpting with paper forms, then we would have to file it after laying out the nail beds as well. I smooth out the transition near the cuticle. Since we have set up the form a bit lower, now we need to form the correct highest point with the file. I can see that in the gross points, there is not enough color in some areas. So we will add it later. I buff the surface for the top coat not to chip. This layer is too thick, so I drill it out from the inside with a ceramic drill bit. I degrease the surface and remove all the dust. And in those areas with missing smile lines, I paint them with dark green gel polish. I cover up the nails with a non-tacky top coat. And it's my favorite part. When we can see all the magic of our design and its shine. The best part indeed. I think we've done a great job here. There are a few flaws that we can easily fix once we get enough practice working with such forms. Here's the result. In my opinion, these nails look bomb, and I'm sure that they won't remain unnoticed. Write in the comments if you like this sculpting technique too. I wish you all success in your work. Good luck, bye bye!